Hey guys, Rob Mitchell here for a mini day trading webinar, Ninja Day Trading Strategies, Systems and Signals, the TD pattern, double simultaneous order flow analysis. In this video, I'm going to show you some broad trading concepts that can make a difference in your trading and more. And without further delay, past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. There's a risk of loss trading futures. Don't use the grocery money for trading. Yeah. In this video, I'm going to share important day trading concepts, advice, and secrets that can help you up your trading game. You can benefit from this concept, whether it be in the E-mini S&P futures, crude oil, or any reasonably volatile futures market that you can day trade in. It involves aligning yourself in a positive way with traders who can carry your trade to success. And you can also use the method I'm going to show you here to understand other key market concepts. And in fact, in this video, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of different ways that you could make a ton of different trading systems out of the concept that we're working with here. The TD pattern is a simple way of using the Trap Trader Oscillator Advanced. Super simple. And it is one of the original TTO Advanced patterns, first written about in the article called 10 Order Flow Patterns That Cook from Traders World Magazine. And you can access that article on the website if you go to the IndicatorSmart.com and go to the Traders World Magazine reprints there and find that particular article. This article, another way you could find it is you could go to the Trap Trader Oscillator and click the link off of that, and that'll take you right to one that actually has more information in it than the original article. So that might be preferred. Go to IndicatorSmart.com and find the Trap Trader Oscillator in the products and go click the link there, and there's a ton of resources there for you. In this article that I published originally about 5 years ago in the magazine has stood the test of time like many of the other patterns in there, and you can access that, like I said, through Traders World or through IndicatorSmart on the product. The TD pattern happens when the Trap Trader Oscillator is encompassed or near encompassed, preferably with the trend by a pressure bar. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute. Just super simple. Couldn't be any simpler. So as I said, you could add more filtering details, like you want to make sure it's on the trade side of the midpoint. I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute. It must be with the structural trend. So the market's making higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, with the structural trend. It would be within a certain distance from a reversal. You don't want to wait for 14 continuation bars before you take one of these patterns necessarily. It must be within a certain relationship to the market structure. It must be in relation to the smart dynamic zones or envelopes. In fact, a lot of times I'll use that as a triggering method for this kind of analysis. However, that will be beyond the scope of this particular video. The TD pattern happens when the Trap Trader Oscillator is encompassed or near encompassed. That's it. Yeah, so we're going to look at some charts here in just a minute. I'm going to give you some more filtering details, like I think we covered some of these. I'd added a couple on here is what happened. It must be in relationship to the TTO structure. It must be associated with certain momentum criteria. It must be in certain relationships to the smart price bands and or the price bars, etc. Yeah, any of these could just be simple filtering concepts for any trading system for that matter. Yeah, though it can stand on its own, the above concepts, you could make literally hundreds of different themes and variations of day trading signals, strategies, and systems. Okay, here's the TD pattern. When you see the structural trend is going down here, you know, and you see that pressure bar that's sitting back behind there. And on this particular one, it's right to the edge of it. And I draw a circle around these. Yeah. You can see this one here is a little bit behind, but it's coming up through it. This one, the dot is above the mid and the TD is right behind it. You could also consider it for this one as well. Yeah. How about this one here? Yeah, the TD. The pressure has encompassed the dot or close to it. Yeah, here you got one right there. It's right at the edge. Here you got one that's very clearly super encompassed. Yeah, and this is the pattern. And as I said earlier, you do it with the structural trend or with the smart price bands. That's these guys going up here. Do it with the smart price band going up. Or in this particular case, the smart dynamic zones. You can see the background color there is associated with the smart dynamic zones, in which case you would trade it when it turned red, when it turned green, when it turned green, when it turned green, etc. Yeah, etc. Yeah. And so let's take a look at a couple more here. You can see on some of these, you can actually fire these guys in the middle. Yeah, you could fire these guys in the middle. This particular one, the background's red, so depending on which approach that you had selected, you might not do that one. Yeah. Here's a TD coming out of the gate here, going out to a new high. Here's another one, right here, marginal on the edge. Yeah. Here's another one. Here's a TD going down. Could you have done that? Sure. Yeah, sure. I alluded also to momentum patterns, is trading these things with the momentum. When the momentum starts coming back up again, you hop on the trade. All different kinds of ways that you could trigger into these guys. All different kinds of ways. Let's see what happened with this one. This going short here on the TD on the multiple down. This particular pattern that we have here is called an encompassing pattern. That's when it trades both sides of this structure over in here all in one run. And that would be another filter that you could do as well. This was also an encompassing pattern to this structure over here. These are things that I teach in the trading room. Structural trend here is down, and you get a TD right in here. TD right in here. Here's another one. Oh, TD, you got A, B, C coming up here. This one took out a new high over here. And to qualify this one, depending on your rule set, like I said. Here, triggering up in here, continuing, another one here, another one here. Yeah. So hopefully we've covered enough examples that you can get the pattern down. That was one of the original patterns from the original article that went hand in hand with the release of the Trap Trader Oscillator. Here you get this encompassing going down, and then it recycles here, and you get this over in here. Yeah. And then this one coming up and getting the TD pattern here. There's another TD pattern here. Could you have taken this one going down? Yeah, you could have, but usually, like I said, I stay away from the encompassing ones. I want to see it go out to a new high or low and go with it from there. So, as mentioned, I teach these patterns and more advanced technologies, such as patterns mentioned in this video, trading secrets and tips, and associated nuances in my trading room daily. And today's video took advantage of powerful features using smart trade markers that we use to mark the trades on the screen so that you could see them. Smart trade markers from IndicatorSmart. We also use trade markers. It's been a game changer for a lot of traders. Why? Because it helps you to get down to execution level analysis and gives you solid statistics on it so you can know what to expect. Yeah. Today's video also utilizes the Smart Super Renko price bars. That's what we use with the price bars, the Smart Trap Trader Oscillator Advance and indicators from the trading room pack at IndicatorSmart.com. Yeah. All the trading resources found in this video can be found at IndicatorSmart.com. And thank you for joining me on this short and sweet video on the TD pattern. Thank you, and we'll see y'all again on the next one.